Hey guys, welcome to Fangs Out, where we review horror movies from all around the world. And yeah, man, this is formerly, World Cinema Reviews, but I always, when I started this horror channel, I wanted to talk about horror movies from all around the world, but I started doing that and excluding American horror movies for a while. Then I realized, that American horror movies are some of the coolest horror movies in the world, and I started slowly increasing my intake. So lo and behold, now I talk about all kinds of movies from so no matter. So I think that Fangs Out, like I balls out, talk about and tell you my opinion about all horror movies from all around the world. So I think it's a more appropriate name. So that's why of my, you're seeing the changes now. Today's movie, The Other Side of the Door, made in 2016, directed by Joan Robert, and starring Sarah Wayne Callies and Jeremy Sisto. It's by all means a mixed bag. I mean, I'm going to tell you right out there. It has things that I really like and then things that I don't care about as much. And let's get rid of the bad things first of all. It's a by the numbers horror movie. I mean, it talks about a mother that unfortunately, due to a car accident, she loses one of her kids, and she's traumatized by it, understandably so. And she lives in India, with her husband, where they work and stuff, but they're Americans. And it's the tragic outcome is sort of reminds me a lot of Pet Cemetery. You know what I mean? That she's seeking some other way. So finally, she talks to this Indian lady that works for her. And she says, you know what, I know that there's a way to contact the dead, but you can only talk to them once and that's it. But you cannot be able to say your goodbyes and things like that. So through a very creepy ceremony, she does, contact the dead. But, there's one thing. There's you got to go to this very creepy temple in the middle of nowhere. And you're not allowed to open a door, because if you open a door, you let the spirit come, you can let evil spirits come into the, our world. And she says, no matter what, the ghost tells you, you're not allowed to do that. And of course, no spoiler here, she opens the door, of course, because she wants to see her kid. But that's the thing. What she indeed opens is a dark side, and of course dark things are going to happen. The things that I don't like is there's just way too many jump scares. Some very effective though. You will jump the hell out of yourself in some of the things. My girlfriend Vamphiria, oh my gosh, she was able to make it without a single jump. She's just awesome. But I had to say, Sammy, I told her, you're not human, girl. You just, I don't know how the hell you do it. But yeah, I mean, there's some very scary scenes and very scary jump scares here. Which is not, I'm not against 100% jump scares, but when they become too many. So this is kind of like a borderline. And there's too many cliches, too many horror movie cliches in this movie. That's what I don't like. What I do like is the cultural topics. I mean, there's some talked about some of the cultural things people believe in India, and a very creepy sect that consumes the flesh of the dead, and they believe in witchcraft and all that stuff, which is actually pretty cool. It makes the film creepier. The main actress, her motivation, totally see her grief. So yeah, I'm kind of torn in this movie. Like, I can't say it's 100% great, but I can totally say that I can tell you that this is worth watching. This is definitely a midnight watch. This will scare you unless you're not human. I mean, this will have some very scary, creepy scene, and believe it or not, some of the atmosphere is actually way more scarier than the actual climax of the film, which has some very, imagery. People who like the films like Mama and the Ringu films from Japan and the Grudge films from Japan would appreciate the ending. Hint, hint. Very creepy stuff. And I definitely will say that this movie gets a B minus on a good day, a C plus on another. Not the greatest, but I think worth watching. So definitely, I will say it's worth definitely a check out. If you haven't seen it, The Other Side of the Door, pretty creepy film. Hope you enjoyed my review. Stay tuned for more reviews and Fangs out.